You're listening to the Normal Isn't Necessary podcast, brought to you in part by the Gumball Head Sobriety Society and generous listeners just like you. For the latest updates, check out the link in our bio. Good Tuesday morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Gumball Head. It's the 20th of May, 2025. Let me double check that. It is the 20th of May, 2025. On our way to work right now. Weather, terrible weather here in Ohio. And it's raining. It's nasty weather. And I like to talk about these things and reflect on them in the future to kind of look back and see where things were, a year ago or a few years prior, to just kind of reflect. Speaking of reflections, I woke up this morning with ModernVikingLLC.com on my mind, Modern Viking Beard Care Company. We interviewed just a few short weeks ago. It seems like forever ago. Lots of interviews and lots of conversations have been had since we had them on our show, but 10% of the time is former guests. When I look at our podcasts in the last 6 to 8 weeks, 10% of those have been businesses, and one of those is Modern Viking Beard Care Company. And if you use Gumball 10, you can get a 10% discount on their website, modernvikingllc.com, for Modern Viking Beard Care Company. 10% off for your order, Gumball 10. Also, $35 or more ships for free. If you jump onto our link tree, you can take a look at 30 days free on Hulu just by clicking the link, getting in there, signing up. You can sign up for 1 month, 30 days, and when you're done, if you don't want to keep it, get rid of it. We have Hulu in our home. We love Hulu. We also love the Disney Plus option with the Hulu opportunities there. Hulu is our go-to. And also Mindspace, 2 weeks free if you click the link in our bio. 2 weeks free on Mindspace. Mindspace, a mental health app that helps you kind of get through some things. Even when you don't realize that you need it, you can actually hear the wipers in the background, some white noise on our podcast right now. Check out the link tree. We have a couple of great links there for you to get the opportunity to download, learn, and enrich your life with that. Now, yesterday I did a podcast, talked about technology and stepping away from the technology and putting the technology down and kind of just working through things without using that technology in your life. And it's difficult sometimes to step away from that. A lot of us have jobs that are focused around technology, and they're focused on the internet. And thankfully, my job isn't so much technology as it is, following up on emails and using an app to do my work orders. But the truth of it is, we spend a lot of time during the day on a computer screen, and realistically, a lot of that hinders our happiness. And when I say that we're going to talk about time today, we're going to talk about making up that time. We're going to talk about figuring out a way to make time work for us instead of working for time. I saw a picture of Vinnie Brigance, the hypnosis the hypnosis specialist that we had on our show, and I saw a picture of one of his children on Facebook, and I just thought to myself, wow, he grew up really, really fast. I remember when he was born and when he had first come home, and the Organic Hypnosis Training Institute had just started, and just seems like yesterday their son was just born, and it's wild to see that. And I don't see that very much with our 1-year-old. I don't get the opportunity to see our 1-year-old grow. I get to see her every single day, but every day there's something different about her. And wife and I were laying in bed last night talking about she's really grown a lot. She's such a crazy little kid, and that's Baby Marbles, the 1-year-old. And I said, she sure is beautiful, though. I love how beautiful our children are. I love how beautiful all 6 of our kids are, how amazing they are, how loving they are. But my gosh, what attitudes they have. What attitudes these children have, and their focus of energy, and just crazy how they can go from happy everyday kids to, go to your room. Parenthood is not simple, and I think a lot of the positive aspects of our children's lives came from the patience that we have, my wife and I had in growing up and dealing with some of the negative stuff that we've dealt with in our lives. And it's difficult to observe the younger people having children now because they don't have that patience and they lose their cool a lot quicker. Or they're really quick to shove a computer or a TV screen in front of their children. And we're not focusing on technology today. We're focusing on time. But as I was sitting there watching #Rennie talk about his adventures of the day yesterday, I just thought to myself, I just want to sit on the floor and play with you. But how do you play? How do you play? You know, over time we forget how to play. And as you get older and older and older, all you learn how to do is work and stress and focus on bills and stuff like that. So Dre and I, we try to do things that are a little bit different. She plays outside with the kids all the time. She's always outside with them. And I know that she's got her phone out, but she's at least outside getting the kids away from the technology. She's working hard at doing our social media management. She's looking hard at working on videos to promote herself and her business. And she's working hard to communicate with those that are out there that need to be reached out to while I put in my day at work. And another reason why I do these podcasts on my way to work in the mornings is so that I don't feel like I need to have my phone in my hand during the day. Oftentimes I leave my phone in the car, or I'll leave it on, a countertop somewhere and, just completely forget about the phone because I need to. I need to get away from the technology. I need to step away from that stuff sometimes. And then when I get home, I feel terrible because I spend the first 20 minutes to 30 minutes sitting there on the phone doom scrolling. Going through, I'm working right now. We all know that it's bullshit. We all know that I'm not doing anything other than trying to do that transitional mindset. But I also work very hard at doing podcasts on the way home too. So I justify things. And perhaps it's the wrong approach. Perhaps it's the wrong concept or mentality to have. But a lot of times it is a matter of taking that time and just sitting down and, hollering at the moon about the things that we wish we could have done and the things that we wish we did do and the things that we want to do, but we just don't have quote-unquote time. It's because we don't make time. We don't make time. How long does it take to make a TikTok video? A 15-second TikTok video takes the average person 24 minutes to make a 15-second TikTok video. Look at how much time you've lost sticking your nose in other people's lives and trying to involve yourself without actually involving yourself and then making that statement as a result stating, well, it's not my business, but we make it our business. We make it our business because we get involved. We have people calling us. We have people texting us. We have people sending us emails. We're watching their videos on Facebook. We're watching their videos on TikTok. And again, the Facebook courts out there suck our time away from us. And yeah, I guess this does have a little bit to do with technology, but it has a lot more to do with, understanding and respecting that time. And that's why Android and iOS have both put screen time limiters in their settings because we do spend a lot of time staring at technology. Time we can't get back. Time we can't get back with our children. I'm watching my grandson, my first grandchild, grow via Facebook, via Snapchat. And most of the time, I'm watching that happen through my wife's phone that she's sharing with me because my son's so busy doing things that he doesn't have the opportunity to, just fire off a quick text message or fire off a quick message because he goes to work, comes home, he spends a few minutes with his son before his son goes to bed, says hi to his girlfriend, and then they're on the video game. They're downtime. And then they spend a while on the video game together, his girlfriend and him. And then after that, that time expires, it's bedtime, it's time to go to sleep and wake up. But my son has always taken time for himself. He's always gotten in his car and gone places or gotten on his motorcycle and went riding. He never, ever has had an issue with his time management, as far as I know. And my oldest daughter, 23-year-old daughter, her time is more important to her than anything else. She doesn't need a man. She doesn't need anybody to make her happy. She doesn't need anything in her life that takes away from doing the things that she enjoys doing. She's not very active on social media, but she's active enough to where we know that she's capable of taking care of herself. But on the flip side of things, she just wants to live life. She wants to see everything that there is to see out there. And I can't imagine working on a computer the entire day and then opening up a app on our phone just to kind of get through the rest of the day. These raindrops, albeit they're nasty skies and in chilly weather, it's 50 degrees here right now. It's a state that should be 70 degrees consistently until September. And it's not right now. It's gray and it's chilly and it's not pleasant. But how beautiful are these storms? I woke up to thunder rumbling way off in the distance. I woke up to the respect and understanding of the way that the weather patterns are, and knowing that when I was young, my dad would load us all in the car and we would go chase tornadoes. It was such a beautiful day and age. Technology has taken so much away from us as a whole. So yesterday's TikTok that I posted, if you're bored with the content that you're reading, or if you're getting too involved in someone's life, go outside and take a walk. Do something for your mental health. And with this being Mental Health Month, we really need to do that. That being the case, please tune in tonight. I will have the podcast with our friend Liz Turner at Hike to Heal Recovery up, posted, and ready to rock and roll. We have concluded all of our technical difficulties that we had with our social media and with our Podbean app. That should be remedied, and moving forward on the podcast interview that we had with Hike to Heal, I will post that this evening. But until our paths cross, guys, go outside, touch grass. Think about it when you're doing it. Be mindful of it. Put your phone in the car. Don't wear headphones. Just go outside. Do your thing. Enjoy 20 minutes to yourself. Enjoy 50 minutes in the sunshine. Enjoy your motorcycle ride or your drive. And if it's crappy outside, enjoy a 20-minute nap with the windows up. Close your eyes. Disconnect. Enjoy some time for yourself. When you wake up from your little nap, call your family members and tell them that you love them. And until our paths cross, stay strong, stay focused, stay sober. Much love. We'll see you guys soon.